Welcome back, everyone.
It's your girl JQ.
It's Dolly Convique
Here with another episode
of Are We Adulting Yet?
Are we?
Bye.
No. Goodbye. Fail.
Oh, how have you been?
I've been okay, you know. I'm looking forward to seeing where our podcast goes. I'm just like, we're in the beginning, but I feel like we're going to get that kickstart again, or that big push that's going to be like, okay, you guys need to do more, see more, everything this year. I'm just like, yes.
I wonder what it would take to put on like our own live show. Like who we would need to know, like how he put it on before and then we just came. Like to do it ourselves and we can get other podcasters, but we're hosting it.
That would be awesome.
Right? We should look into
I feel like
that.
we'd have to come out of pocket, but it would...
Unless we find a place that needs advertising.
That's true, too.
Like that place needed.
For sure. We should look into that.
Yeah. Tune in. No, I'm just kidding.
If you know a podcast. But anyways, today our episode is about the reality of hacking.
Yes, we live in a time where technology is overtaking everything, which means hackers are on a rise.
Yes, and we believe that the government is not up to date with what we need to be doing. I feel like technology is moving so fast that...
So fast, dude. Like, I can't
they can't keep up with it. No, we can't keep up.
I can't keep up. I'm only 28, and there's things that, like, a 16-year-old shows me, and I'm like, how do you know how to do this? I'm so confused.
I think that someone was telling me that instead of teaching kids certain things, they're going to start teaching coding.
Yeah,
and
that they're starting to teach code in school.
I'm not going to know what the hell is going on with my son.
Well, I was thinking, remember when MySpace was huge and we were doing coding? I don't know how we learned how to do that.
Copy-paste, everything.
HTMLI, blah, blah.
Copy-paste.
Putting all these codes in so that the words drop from the page and shit. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know how we learned that. I remember it was
the copy-paste.
Yeah.
Because that's all we did was, like, it have a link.
But there were certain codes. People knew certain codes to put in to make their page look
certain ways.
A certain way.
I remember.
Or remember how were you supposed to do a heart? It was like greater than heart.
Oh, greater than 3? Greater than and 3?
No, but to code it into MySpace, you had to do a certain thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about to make it on there.
I was like, how did we learn that?
God,
Who taught us that? We just all knew.
And they made us lazy and made it super easy for us now.
But then we lost it. Once MySpace got taken out, I lost all that coding shit. I lost all this.
You know what? I don't think that they just made it easier for us to do things.
Yeah.
They have all the coding behind the scenes instead of you know what I'm saying?
Having to figure
Click
it out.
this link to the code. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, so they made things easier, so we're not doing the hard work anymore. Because beforehand, we'd spend hours on MySpace trying to perfect our profile.
I low-key miss MySpace. I low-key miss it.
Your top 8 friends. Your top 12 friends.
I used to get home from school like, all right, I need to fix my MySpace page.
That's so funny.
I can't believe I went a whole date with my MySpace page looking like this.
And then if you have, I remember if you had a boyfriend, he was always number 1.
Oh, yeah.
And then your
best friends. A shout-out thing. I remember my boyfriend had like a little shout-out.
Oh, yeah.
With his picture. The peanut butter to my jelly.
So lame. They had the music in the background. You could put a list of like a playlist.
Yes.
That was so
my God. Your top 8. And then they made the top 16. Top 32.
Crazy.
Oh, shit.
Those are great times. And then I'm like, Facebook was good, but it's getting a little played out.
I love Facebook simply for the fact that I can find the funniest shit on Facebook. The funniest videos, the funniest memes. I love Facebook for that. And I connect, like, that's all my family. Facebook is for, like, my family.
And I think it was really good to connect because a lot of people, like, it's rare that people don't have a Facebook.
Yeah.
AKA me. Because I don't have a Facebook.
Yeah.
But hey, Away Podcast does. So Are We Adulting Yet Podcast has a Facebook page. Go follow, like it.
Any way to advertise. Speaking of Facebook, we do have a podcast.
No, I just think it's crazy how much everything's changed.
I mean.
And then like I feel like Facebook is more for the older generation now too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they're like, oh, Facebook.
For sure. And we're all on Instagram.
And then, the thing is, though, because we're, like, more knowledgeable of things, they post their entire lives. Like, it's like everything, every event, everything.
Everything. You can, like, dude, my mom, you'll always know where my mom's at. You don't need to put her location on her phone. Just look at her Facebook.
If there was a Joe.
Dude, the minute we walk into somewhere, okay, pose for a picture. Right. And then it's like on Facebook in 5. We haven't even ordered our food yet. And the picture's on
Bahama
Facebook.
Breeze.
Spending quality time with the family about hashtag Bahama Breeze. Hashtag.
Does she use hashtags?
I don't know.
That's so funny.
But her cover photo. Her cover photo
she's going to hear this.
Like, hey.
We love you.
I know. I love it about her. I really do love it about her. Because her cover photo is like this picture and it says hashtag big. Hashtag blessed.
Blessed. We blessed.
And I'm like, dang, Ma, you right.
That's so funny.
Oh, man. But yeah, like all these, a lot of older people just like, and I get it. They use it for sharing because that's their way of connecting with like all their friends, and they found lifelong, like my mom's found so many friends from high school and shit.
And you know what? And it's awesome. And it's great to have the opportunity to have that as an option now. Because we're not in the days where we're riding horses to send mail. You know what I'm saying? Now we're like, instant message.
Oh my God, imagine.
DM. Like, yeah, right? And we used to, me and Dolly were in this little phase at one point where we wrote letters to each other. We were like, we're going to be pen pals. A lot of people.
Remember we said in the last episode that we were pen pals?
Oh, yeah. And it was great because we got to be able to try that. And it was like, okay, we know that technology is coming up, you know, and that technology is, you know, becoming very different and growing rapidly. We knew at that time, like, okay, let's try to still keep the old school vibes there, you know, because that was cool. It was cool to write letters, though. Like, it was cool to wait for them and be like, oh, it's coming. Even though we did have phones at the time, we were like, let's just stick to writing to each other. And it's great because it gives you that time span to like actually talk about something. Because it's fun to talk to someone every day, but like, I mean, and it's more possible, but like, there's only so much you can talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, so much that's going on in your life within so long. So, like, we wait for those letters and then have, like, 2 weeks worth of stuff to talk about and be like, you know, going crazy with the pen, you know?
Decorating the paper and shit.
It was great. I miss those days.
I do miss those days. We should try to find some pen pals.
It's not. You can't hack a letter unless you steal it.
That's true.
You still
can't hack a letter. Pen pals 2020.
Right. Bring it back. 2020.
For real, man.
But
yeah, you want to go into the stop being childish?
Yeah.
So we can like start off the whole...
Technology is great. Technology is awesome. It's brought so much stuff to light. It's been able to be a voice for people. It's been great. But on a negative note, it makes me mad because it also leaves people vulnerable. Because they want to put their lives out there, and there are people who want to steal that stuff. They want to steal your identity. They want to steal your information. And it's just sad because you're safe nowhere. You know, like, I just hate when people, like, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people are thieves and they steal from other people that work hard for their shit. You know, like, karma's a bitch. I'll just say that. Don't do something you wouldn't want done to yourself. Because if you were to steal somebody or rob somebody's house or whatever the case is, and it ends up happening to you later, you can't really be mad because you did that to somebody else.
Yeah.
Work hard for your own shit because other people work hard for their own. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it really bothers me to think that, you know, your house could be robbed. Like, that's a fear of mine. Having my house robbed, being robbed, it's like...
But I was, like... It really does suck, and I always try to not always try to put myself in the other person's situation, but, like, sometimes, you know, when you're raised around that, and you were like,
that's your way to come up. That's your way to come up.
I need quick money. I'm just going to hit this lick real quick. And you got bills. And I get it. Or, like, have you seen that show, Good Girls?
I know what the basis of that show is about.
Yeah, so, like, pretty much all these moms need money. Like, one of the kids, like, one of the mom's daughters is, like, super sick. The medicine is, like, super expensive.
Right.
And they keep saying, like, I feel bad doing this. Like... But like I don't have a choice,
right?
Which is like it kind of fucking sucks.
Yeah,
some people do it just to do it. I mean, some people just do it because they think they can get away with it.
Yeah, No, and that, I mean, either way, I think it's wrong. You can't expect good karma to come from that. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. So my thing, like, I'm understanding of you saying, though, like, why people do it. Because they don't have. And that's the only way they can get it.
Yeah, and it fucking sucks. And, but, shit, when it's you getting your shit stolen, like,
right.
What the
You're
fuck?
shitty as hell.
I remember in East Chicago, we got robbed twice.
Your house?
We got robbed in Hammond and in East Chicago. And it's like a shitty, like, I was a kid, and it was like a shitty feeling. So I can only imagine being an adult and, like, working hard for that shit, and all your kids' shit is all messed up. And
I'm always scared because we make so much cash, and, like, I don't ever want to, like, because I don't trust banks either. I partially do. So it's like, I can save some money in a shoebox or something, you know, put it away. But who's to say someone's not going to come in my house and steal all my shit and then I'm done? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm sure there's people who have been out there. I know there was a woman I worked with in my last job. And, like, a lot of people at the job raised money for her kids to have a good Christmas because someone did rob her house, took her TVs, all the systems, everything in her house. Mm-hmm. So she didn't have...
Shitty, man.
Yeah. And I think it was right before Christmas, so they stole all the gifts, too. So it was like...
Shitty.
Who does that? You know, like... I don't know. It just irks the hell out of me. But don't be that person. Just don't be that person. Karma's the bitch. And if you want to deal with her, then do whatever you want to do. But either way it goes, you know, good and bad, karma, what comes around goes around. So, like, it just irritates me to the fullest. Yeah. It really does.
And she does have her reasons why, because, like, she's been through some shit with this hacking shit.
Oh, my God.
I've been, like... not to nowhere near this extent, because I've had my, like, credit card stolen, of course, and, like, somebody tried to hack into my Venmo.
Right.
And try to steal all my money, like, try to get into my bank account through my Venmo. And I was on the phone with them, and I almost gave them my information I just, like, almost opened the door of opportunity for them to just come into my bank account and wipe me clean.
And I'm sure everyone listening to this has had somebody or a scammer call them.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous now how much it's like just a normality.
It's on a rise right now. It's
normal. It's like, well, you either choose to ignore it or you don't.
Right.
And then I know your madrina, she had an issue with her Social Security. Someone was calling about it.
Yeah, and your mom, right? Something happened with your mom.
Where someone... No, I don't... Did someone hack her?
Somebody called her saying something about...
Oh, the Social Security card.
Yeah,
The first time it happened to me... but I remember your madrina, your godmother was like, she was like, oh, I called the Social Security office. I did everything, took all the precautions. But one day I remember I was back home and I was in Indiana, and I remember that some postal office had called me. Like, the post office called you. You have something waiting for you, like $1,000 or something like that. And I'm like, what? And it named a specific spot that it would be at. Like, a specific postal office.
Sketch.
So I called the post office, like, what's the deal? Like, do you guys have something for me there? Somebody called me, and they're like, oh, no, that's probably a scam. So, like, I didn't give them any information or anything, but it was like, what? Like, it's so easy. Remember there's the yellow pages? It's so easy to find someone's number. So imagine now with the internet how easy it is to find information on people.
One time when I was taking a class, I was taking my online class, and I got an email from one of my professors saying, if any students want any extra opportunities to make more cash, you could be a secret shopper. Mm-hmm. And I did it. I was like, I'll be a secret shopper, whatever. And they sent me all the information. And they were pretty much like, they sent me a check in the mail for like $4,000 or some shit. And they were like, you can deposit this into your account, but don't you, all these like steps to do. And I'm like, this sounds really sketchy. Who just sends somebody a $4,000 check?
What?
Girl, looked it up. They were like, if they're asking you to do this, it's a scam. Everything they were asking me to do, scam. So I didn't go further with that. I threw away the check, everything. And then the, professor emails us a few weeks later and was like, if you guys got this email about a secret shopper, please ignore it. They hacked my email.
Oh, man.
I was like, what the fuck? But you see what I'm
saying? Like, oh, my goodness.
Crazy.
That's super crazy.
How they just, like, hacked and got all the students. Who knows how many students try to do that?
And then who knows how many other emails they've hacked. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. All those situations are just sketch as fuck. Don't want to deal with it. Just, And then you don't want to give information over the phone either.
Right. But it's like we kind of have to deal with it because it's like the time that we're living in. Even when I was doing my taxes.
So you don't be stupid, pretty much. Don't be stupid because scams will get you, but they can't really do much about it.
Not to, like, don't be stupid, just take precautions, I feel like. Like, anything you have to do, everything I have to do over the phone when they're asking me about something, I look it up and I'm like, is this
right,
a scam?
If they're asking for your social over the phone, if they're asking
they
for
would never
specific information, it's probably sketch as fuck, and it's probably not what you think it is.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were looking, me and Jordan were looking for a car for his mom. And we were online and we're like, this is the truck. It was like a Tacoma. It was so nice. It was black. It was clean. They're asking for like $2,000 for it. This seems too good to be true. But they're like, yeah, send the check over. And we'll send the car over pretty much. First off, what the hell?
Yeah.
Then second off.
Did they have like a super sob story?
No, girl, they didn't have a super stop story. See, they go
deep into the shit.
They have different techniques.
They go deep
They're
into
crazy.
the shit.
They try to get people. So, no, we're like, I'm emailing the guy and then I'm calling. They said it's eBay. It's from eBay, right? And had the stamp on it, had everything, girl. Like, everything seemed legit. This is eBay. This is them. So I call and, you know, sometimes you have foreigners who answer. So he answers and he's an Indian guy talking to me, blah, 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 blah. So then I'm trying to figure out more stuff. So then I call again. And what are the chances of the same guy answering? That's when I was like, wait a minute.
That's what happened with the Venmo thing. I was like, hello? Oh, hello, I'm here. I'm like, who? The same guy? I called back like 3 times. It was the same fucking guy.
That's what I
Are you the only one in the Venmo office right now, sir?
Talking about, you know, when you send the MoneyGram to us, send it as a friend, not like for work related so that it comes quicker or something stupid, right? And I'm thinking like, how many people were dumb enough to do this shit? How many people have got scammed by this? Because I know someone had to have got scammed.
Yeah.
There's been so many stories where you find these older people and they find these people across the country. Like I remember on Facebook one time, this guy from Africa texted me or messaged me and was like, hey, pretty lady, this and this and that. Like, I want you to come out here, but I couldn't go out there. He was saying that I couldn't go out there to do anything or see him unless it was approved by whoever was running the certain part that he was living in. And he was like, well, you can just send me the money. Like, boy, what?
Dude, speaking of that,
I don't even have the money.
Have you seen 90 Day Fiancé?
No.
I'm so fucking done. Oh my God, I thought I would never like that show. And I started watching it with my mom, and I just can't. I
need to see it.
These people are just, this show is to prove how dumb Americans are. That's all it is. That's all it's doing.
Girl.
It's so, we gotta watch it together.
Well, The Circle I saw The Circle, and it's very much kind of like
catfishing. To see who's catfishing. I liked it. I liked The Circle.
You saw the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's kind of like,
I'm glad Joey won.
You're believing, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You're believing what's
being told to you. Mm-hmm. Instead of like what the reality is. You're not like trying to see.
Right. I just think it's crazy because they can fool you online. Everything you see online isn't real life.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. It's not. Most of you know that, but a lot of people, it's hard for girls because I feel like they compare themselves to females on there because, of course, the females are going to put their best.
And if you ever work Photoshop a day in your life, you know that it's not that hard.
Yes, some of this stuff is so fake.
It's not that hard to just Photoshop a pimple off your face.
Right. And I just, oh my God, it's so easy to be fooled. And I feel like,
dude, I'm not going to lie. Back in the day, one time I was trying to get this guy into a lie, and I made a whole fake Facebook account with this girl. And I was like,
you were a catfish.
You're cute, what's up, blah, blah, blah. And I caught his ass. I was like, you fake.
Oh, because he tried to get on with you?
He tried to get on with her, with the fake girl.
Right, but she was trying to get on with you, but you made this fake profile, and he was trying to get on.
Girl, I was dating him. I was dating him.
Oh my God.
And my ass did not trust him at all. And I'm like, I'm gonna make a fake Facebook account.
Oh my God, I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, I thought I told you that.
No, was this? No, I thought what you had said was that you caught up in because you know how your information gets saved on the computer. I thought
that happened.
Okay, but I didn't know the other part happened. I didn't know about that part.
Girl, yeah, after that, my trust was all gone. And I'm like, I bet you if I find really nice pictures of a girl and make a fake Facebook account,
he's gonna swoop right in, and that's what he did.
Yeah, that's what he did. Caught his ass. I'm like,
Did you tell him it was ever you?
No, hell no. He don't deserve to know that.
That's so funny. Caught your ass.
I mean, I should. One day I should be like,
Yeah, by the way,
remember that time? It was me.
With some crazy name.
But I used to be so ridiculous, crazy as fuck.
Girl, that's some shit. I've never done that. I've never made a fake profile.
It's kind of fun.
I think I've been like, that's what I'm saying. I damn near want to do it. I know someone who got into a situation with something. I'm not going to name the person or where I know them from, but they had a situation where somebody from their past, and not a boy, it was a girl, like I don't know if they had a vendetta with her or what it was, but made a fake profile of this guy. And it was insane because, like, this person was sending her money when she needed something, and she knew that it wasn't the guy. But she was like, yeah, I need groceries. So they would send money, like being stupid, trying to make it seem like they were legit, establishing a relationship with each other. So it seemed real for her. Oh, my
God.
So this person doing this all in all, and then the person that was getting emailed by this, the girl that I know that this is happening to, she went and found the real person. And she found the real person and went and partied with them and let them know what was going on.
Oh.
And was like, you don't know shit. I'm going to let you know, like, hit him up first and was like, yo, this is what's going on. I'm not trying to get on with you. I'm not trying to do none of that with you. But I just want you to know that someone's taking all your stuff and playing you, pretending to be you. So then the person got caught up. It was just a whole bunch of a freaking drama,
oh my God.
It was just crazy, but like she ended up being the real person, so she knew what was going on, and the person stopped bothering her, I think. But it was just crazy to think that somebody would go over and beyond.
For what, dude? I mean, that's excessive. The most I was doing was like flirting with this guy to see if he'll flirt back.
Even with like catfish, you see how far these people go, and it's they go far. Damn, you guys like no life or for like real. What's going on? Because like
time no more for that.
Yeah, like we got other things to do. Like if you're not, I feel like you have too much time on your hands. If you're not, like if you got time to do that, you got way too much time in your hands. That's like way too much. Like
yeah, dude.
That's not even a concern of mine. But
like your situation, they have way too much time on their hands.
Exactly. Okay, so with my situation, I had everything you can think of. I didn't have Twitter, but I definitely had Instagram. I had Facebook. What else was there? Was that it? Pretty much. That was like the main two.
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
Okay, so I had a Snapchat, but they didn't hack my Snapchat.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I think they did. Girl, I don't know. It was just crazy because this person had hacked my phone to the max, like to the point where I believe that my text and my messages and everything I was doing on my phone was mirrored on their phone. And it was like on their phone or their computer. So it was like crazy, like hacking. Like they probably could see me through my camera. And this is when I had an Android. So like, I guess Androids are more susceptible to being hacked because they don't have as much security systems. So of course I changed my phone. Right now I have Apple. And not saying that people can't hack through Apple, because I'm sure there are some people out there who can. But I wasn't careful enough. I was very trusting. And like these people made fake profiles, added people on the fake profiles. Like if you go on freaking Instagram, I have like 3 accounts. Crazy as fuck. And then there's like one with tons of followers and no posts and not following anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, sketch. Like because of my name, people were like, oh yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
So like even my old Instagram account, Dolly had it, and we were looking at it, the old one, because I can't get back into it because they did everything. I deleted my Facebook because I was like, fuck it, I'm not even going to deal with Facebook, because a lot of people get hacked through Facebook. Either, sending you messages or whatever the case is, but that's too close to home. Anything you can put your email and a password to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you can get hacked because that's very minimal security.
Yeah.
Unless they have like a 2-step verification or, you know what I'm saying, like Google and stuff like that has, because they hacked my email. They hacked everything, like damn near everything connected to my email. Yeah. I made up a fake name with an email. Still hacked that bitch too. It was crazy. Like they probably saw everything on my phone. And then I think at the time when I was with Jordan, they were kind of like hacking my phone, sending him messages as me. Like it was just a lot. I felt like that's how deep it was. They even sent me a picture with like a little mean face like drawn.
Yeah,
and it was crazy.
It was so
I showed
weird.
it to Dolly,
and it was so weird.
So crazy because like years, like maybe a couple years before that happened, I had an instant like that, and I thought the situation had like why did I think that? I don't know.
That it got like resolved.
Yeah, and it was
like,
done.
Yeah.
And they sent the same thing. I was like, these motherfuckers, this is the same person. And I was like, oh my God, after like 2-3 years, you're still in my phone. You're still in my shit. And I was like, oh no. So like it was to the point where they're making fake Instagrams and stuff like that. But the line that I drew was when I drew the line and I deleted everything when they started taking pictures of my son and making fake Instagram profiles and putting pictures of my son. And knowing my son's name, putting my son's name in the Instagram, as
That's
Instagram
scary
names.
as fuck. It's scary as fuck.
Crazy. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, you know what my son looks like. You know what I look like. You probably know what everybody that I fuck with. They look like. They probably been through all my photos. I'm like, oh, no. This is, like, way over the top. And it's an invasion of privacy. Like, you could have so much crap on your phone. And it's not like I had crazy stuff on my phone, but it's just an invasion of privacy. You go to the bath, you damn near go everywhere with your phone. So who knows if they see me in the shower? Who knows if they see me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, I really wish we could find out who it
taking
was.
Taking shits on the toilet. Hey, girl, it was to the point. I was so over it. It was to the point where I was talking to my camera by myself, looking like a loca, like a freaking crazy person.
I see you, bitch. I know you here.
You see me taking a shit? I wish you could smell it too. Like, just
walk in like, what the fuck? Jackie's lost it.
Dude, it was crazy, and I did lose it for a little bit because I was like, there's no way. Nobody could help me. I went to T-Mobile. They didn't understand what was going on. It was to the point, I remember they were making it so that me and my ex could not talk. So, like, if he would call me, it could be off multiple different numbers. He even got, like, burners. He would get burners to call me, and they would still block that number on my phone. Find a way to, like, girl, they were working through my phone. Like, it was crazy. And blocking whatever number, if they knew it was him.
That had to be personal.
Exactly.
It had to be personal.
And you know what? I read something that said that most of the time, it's people that you know that hack your shit. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, who and what and where and what time did they do this shit to be so invested?
Right, because no one's going to be that invested in trying to do all that if they don't know
I don't know
you.
if someone had a vendetta towards my ex or if someone had a vendetta towards me. I don't know. But
that's extreme.
Extreme as fuck. Like, not just my Facebook, my whole phone. Like, that was extreme as fuck to me. And I was just like, oh no. So that's when I converted to iPhone because T-Mobile was acting like they didn't know what was going on. When there was an old best friend that I had and I stopped talking to him, for some reason, my phone, like... And
he used to work at T-Mobile.
Yeah, he used to. But I didn't think, because at first I thought it was him because they were rerouting stuff to where, like, let's say my phone goes to voicemail. If I need you to get a hold of me, I can forward your phone call. Like, if mine goes to voicemail, I can forward it to Dolly's phone. So Dolly will get the phone call instead of me. Mm-hmm. So if you need to reach me type of thing. So it was doing that, and it was going to fucking his phone. My old best friend's phone. So, like, when I would call my ex, my baby daddy, and I'd be like, hey, hello? Hey. And I'm thinking it's my baby daddy, and it's my old best friend, and I'm like, what? Who is this? Weird. And then like I call T-Mobile and I'm like, why are the phone calls being forwarded to this number? I've never requested this. I've never asked of this. Oh, what number? And I was like, I know the exact number. And I said the exact number. They were like, oh yeah, that's the number that's posted here. No, why is that the number posted there? Because I've never requested for this. And at that point, it had been like a year or two that I had stopped talking to him, maybe. And I was very confused because I didn't talk to him anymore. His number wasn't even my phone. Mm-hmm. So it was like,
that's weird, dude.
Yes, very sketch. Like, what? I was just like, you know what? This is just insane. So like, that's when I decided to get iPhone. I was like, fuck this shit. And T-Mobile couldn't help me. I even went to Microsoft. Because I was like, they deal with Androids. Mm-hmm. We've never seen anything like this. I even showed them the picture of the crazy little face and everything. Like, it was literally a drawn out mad face.
Yeah,
like,
dude. It was weird. It was like scary.
No, it was like it wasn't even a mad face. It was like
I got you, bitch.
Yeah, like,
kind of thing. Like
the V eyebrows.
Maybe you should draw it and put it on the page so people can like see what we're talking about. It was like
the V eyebrows, the little eyes, and a smiley face.
It was weird. It was so weird.
It was super creepy. And I just was like, what the fuck? This is just over the fucking top. So After that, I got super paranoid. I'm still paranoid, and everyone else should be too. Honestly,
She's always like, "Be careful,
right?"
Be careful.
I'm dead ass because like I see people and they post their kids all the time and they post everybody, and that's awesome. If you want to be able to post your life and post who you want to, do that. But not everybody needs to know your business in your life, and I've learned that too. And that's why I limit what I put on social media because not everyone needs to know what I'm doing 24/7. And if I'm using it, the only reason I even have an Instagram or the Facebook is because it's connected to our podcast. 100%. Like, I don't have it for fun in my own leisure. Sometimes, yeah, I do scroll and it's addicting, but like, it's mainly for whatever I need it for. Yeah. You're not going to be seeing what I'm doing 24/7,
Yeah, that's why, like, if you see her Instagram, it's not really a lot.
It's
and
only
she
me.
keeps it that way. She like decides to keep it that way.
Because I don't like if I do post something, it's pictures of me. Sometimes I'll put my son on my story, but that's gone after 24 hours, and I know that. So like I'm just very precautious about what I do because I'm not gonna have the same thing happen to me again, and I'm not gonna be putting myself out there for it to happen to me again. Like let's try this again. No, just because I have an iPhone, I'm just more
cautious.
Yeah, and I'm just like no.
Yeah.
So just always your adulting 101. This is your tip for this adulting situation because it's gonna get worse as we go on.
Yeah, people are gonna get smarter. They're gonna figure out more how to.
And the thing is, I went to the police about it because I used to work at a hospital and there was cops there, and they really said there's nothing they can do because they are not trained to know this shit. So that's why I'm saying be super careful because you will have no help unless you hire a person who's very smart with it, which costs money. It's just crazy. You even have to do that.
Weren't there like levels to the to like the hackers? Well, sorry, do you want to say the adulting 101?
Yeah, the adulting 101 is just to always be cautious about what you do. And who knows your info and who knows your life, who's viewing your stuff, because you never know who's trying to bring you down. But never think you are safe because you really aren't. Not with social media. Just the internet
you ain't
period.
Safe.
You aren't safe for real. I'm just keeping it real. You are not safe. You have to be very precautious about what you do. Because there's probably someone watching. There's probably a Joe out there watching you. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how to do all of that. So just be safe and be careful with what you do and what you decide to post. But what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Jackie was going in.
Oh, so there's 3 types of hackers. So there's the black hat, and they're the ones who usually have criminal intent. They want to steal stuff. They want to be fraudulent. They want to do all this type of stuff to fuck somebody's life up, pretty much. The white hat is people who have permission. Like, I hire Dolly to be the one to, like, let's say I have a company. I can hire Dolly to hack into my system and see where the downfalls are, where
to
there
see
needs
how
to be
easy
security.
it is.
Yeah, where there needs to be security and what I should be putting down. They'll be the expertise for me.
Those people probably make bank.
Hell yeah. I wish I could do that. Right. I was so mad when I got hacked. I was like, I'm going to learn to hack. And I'm going to hack these people back. I am. I'm going to figure out who it is. And I'm going to be like, what's up? It's me.
Mad aggressive on the keyboard.
I'm back. You thought you had me. And you know what the thing was? I know they were irritated because we were like on the phones trying to like play them and trying to like, girl, there was no going around it. They knew every move that we were making. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
But there is a hack attack. That's what I call it. A hack attack. There's someone always trying to hack every 39 seconds. There's someone trying to hack something. I had read that in 2018, 500 million of personal records were stolen. Don't let it be yours, for real. And every day they try to put malware out there for you to click on. It could be a link. It could be a lot of stuff. It's just as simple as a click. Most of the time when something is hacked, it's because of your own negligence. That's what they say. So you need to be careful. And when it comes to things like this, like I said, you get scammed, you get hacked or anything like that. There's really no one to help you. Unless someone is professionally knowing what they're doing, there's no one to help you out there. I've tried, dude. Like, I've really tried. Yeah. And there's no one to help you, so you really have to be careful. Unless you probably have, like,
buku money and you can hire, like, a top
That's what I'm saying.
Hacker.
Like these stars, you see them, they get hacked sometimes. And then they're like, yeah, we found who hacked her. Or they're figuring it out because these people are so good at encoding stuff. You could be in fucking China, saying you're in China, and you could be right next door. You know what I'm saying? With coding, there's so much shit that goes into it. It's like,
dude, it's like even with like the dark web.
Yeah, that too.
Crazy. I was talking to this guy one time, and he was so good at like doing all that shit, and he would go into the dark web and get weed and shit,
And
like,
that's what
delivered
I'm
to him, like, all this shit.
saying,
And I'm like, what? How?
I don't even know how I would get into the black web, or even how not to
I don't
get
even
caught.
know.
You have to be precautious about that.
Google. How do I get into the dark web? Cops at the
I
door.
said the black web. How do you get into the black web? Right. Google right at the door.
I know.
Right when you're.
The FBI.
We saw you trying. DEA. Funny as hell.
How do I buy weed off the dark web?
But you can find tons of shit on there.
Dude, yeah.
But the dark web is definitely not just used for that. I'm sure it's used for like sex trafficking, all types of
yeah,
shit. They
for
have
sure.
to use it like that because
It sounds scary. It sounds like Lord Voldemort lives in there.
don't open up the wrong door.
For real. I'm like scared of the dark web.
Dude.
It sounds intense.
It sounds like it's too much. I wouldn't even meddle with it. I wouldn't even fuck with it at all.
No, like, it's dark.
Let's go. Let's go into the dark web. And I'm thinking, do you remember when Google had like a black screen? Was it like binge.com or like Bing.com?
Oh, I think so.
That's what it reminds me of, dark web.
I know.
And then all I think is of a black screen.
You have to get like a Ouija board to get in there.
Can we please get in there? No.
It sounds scary. You gotta cast a spell.
Dude, it's crazy.
But I knew people that like would get a whole bunch of shit off the dark web. And I'm like, how? Like, you just have... And to not get caught? This guy was like, it's super easy.
I'm sure it is, but you get caught up in that thing, you'll be in the sting.
For
Out of the
real.
40 people, you're one of them.
For real.
Put your picture on there.
God.
No, I'm not messing with it.
I'm
I'm
not
not
worth
messing
it.
with none of that.
It's not worth
because
it.
I'll just find my own connect somewhere else.
For real,
But it's
man.
just
like,
crazy. I don't know. But just from like, my own experience, I definitely, like, Dolly knows I have PTSD from that shit.
She
I'm
does,
not
dude.
going for none of that because it's just, it's too much. It's stressful to think that someone sees your every move, you know, like, that's just, too much. Over the top.
Over the top.
But even now, like, I still am very paranoid and I'm very careful, but I still don't know very much about
Me neither.
in depth what, you know, and a lot of people don't, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because unless you're in a situation like mine, like mine, you still won't know shit.
Dude, I see, like, Julian can, like, jailbreak anything on the TV. He's like, I'll fix it. And, like, super quick. And I'm like, dude, how did you do that? I don't
Like,
even
I
know
remember people used to charge to put the,
to jailbreak the Fire Stick.
yeah, funny as hell. They
Bitch, we bought a Fire Stick. YouTube. How do you jailbreak the
How do
Fire
you
Stick?
jailbreak a fire stick? And
But,
I'll
like,
tell you,
people
too.
know how to do that just, like, so simple. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna,
Especially
and
the
they're
younger
just gonna keep
generations.
learning. They're gonna keep learning, like,
By the time our kids are well adults, we're not gonna know shit compared to them.
right.
I feel like I'm gonna be my mom. Like, I want to be one of those moms, because you see moms nowadays, like Julian and his mom, Rena. You know, I feel like she's up to date with what's going on for the most part.
Yeah.
And you have to be involved, because
have
you
to
will be
be.
lost and you will not know what the hell your kids are doing. Because now it's Facebook and Instagram, but who knows what's next? You know, like,
Dude, I feel like I don't even have kids and I'm lost.
that's what
I'm like,
saying already.
TikTok, what? the fuck?
I have my TikTok app, girl, and people are becoming rich off that too.
Yeah, it's like, I heard it's like the new Vine. Remember Vine?
Yeah,
I used
it
to love
is.
Vine, dude.
Yeah, Vine was
Vine was
great.
fun. But yeah, I guess this is like the new wave. And I'm like, I can't keep up with all of this. I can barely keep up with our Twitter.
Right.
I can barely
How's it
keep up.
going?
I retweeted one thing today, the first
Oh my
thing in like
God.
2 months.
Girl, I don't even mess with Twitter, so that's all you.
Oh, God. I'm about to... Madison, we're going to hire you on to work our Twitter.
Dude.
Because she's
oh my
pro.
God.
She knows.
That's
More
so
than I
funny.
do.
Woo.
But
Well,
yeah.
we're going to wrap this episode up.
Yeah.
It was intense.
It
Very
was.
emotional for me. very emotional for me. My ass was...
She went through it, man.
Shed a few tears. But just be careful. Always be alert when it comes to social media, computers, any of that.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
be careful. Just be safe. That's all we ask you to do.
And if you're going to use social media, don't forget to like us on Instagram and
Yes.
like, comment, subscribe to all our shit before you get hacked. No, I'm just kidding.
You're funny.
But yeah, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you again. We'll see you next Thursday.
See ya.
Bye.
Hello, hello. It's your two favorite girls.
Hey, it's Zali. Well, we don't really need to introduce.
Yeah, right? You know who we are.
Yeah. It's the end of the episode. Y'all better know who we are.
What's going down? It's another wind down.
What's up? How have you been? I feel like I have not seen you.
Yeah, it feels like forever. You were only gone for 4 days, and it was like, oh my God.
I know. But it's crazy. Like 4 days, no connection, like no phone connection. And even if I did,
you know what we should do? That reminds me of. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
like a big spa camp or something where you have no phones. Yeah, we should do something like that.
It was great. I would
imagine, girl.
I mean, of course, I used my phone for like videos and like pictures and stuff. But my phone the whole time, damn near, was on airplane mode, so I wouldn't lose battery.
Right, and then you had no signal. I remember you telling me
there was no signal anyway, so it was whatever.
Sounds fun.
It was nice.
If you guys didn't know, she went to
Okeechobee Music Festival. What a vibe! What a place! It's one of my favorite places.
And I was talking, it's so funny because I was talking to her boyfriend about that, and people were asking him, like, why didn't you go? And he was like, oh, nah, 4 days. And I feel like I'm the same way. It just seems like it seems like a lot, so much, like,
and you're
to go
camping out there. Yeah. It is. I mean, if you're not mentally prepared for it, it could be a lot.
I feel like you kind of have to be like a pro festy person to do it.
Not really. I mean, well, granted, when I did my first camp fest was Okeechobee, and so when I did it, I had never done anything like that. I've been to festivals and like 3-day festivals, but we would go
back to the hotel,
back to a hotel or back home or something, or 2-day festivals. But that was my first one, and I was kind of nervous. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna be. I don't know if I don't like it, I'm stuck.
Right.
But I had even my first year. Oh my God, amazing. I had the greatest time. By the end of day 4, you're like, I'm exhausted, but I'm like super sad it's over. Mm-hmm. We watched our last set on day 4 this past Sunday, and you're just like, I can't believe it's over. You like want to cry.
Yeah. But I don't know. I tell her all the time that, like, for my first experience, I know it's going to be lit because the way she describes it is just amazing. Like, I have to experience this. But I told her she's going to have to be like my guide because I wouldn't know what I was doing at all.
And you have to, you definitely have to go with good people. Every time that we've been with such a good crowd.
But I always feel like you have always these stories about how you meet these other people. Oh, and it's fucking great. Yeah, I know. It's
God. The people that we camped next to this past time, let me just tell you. So pretty much, long story short, we thought we had a tent. We didn't have a fucking tent. And we were like, oh my God, we don't have one. We might have to go to the general store. And the people next to us came and was like, did we hear that you don't have a tent? If you don't have one and our tent sets up good, whatever, you could have our spare one. We brought an extra one. And that was like the beginning of the end of a great friendship. Like, and it sucks because we bonded with them so well. Damian, Marcus, if you're listening, because we didn't get any of their information.
Oh, wow.
They left before we woke up the last day.
But they're from Florida?
They're from Orlando.
Oh, wow.
And we woke up and they were already gone. All their shit was packed. Their car's gone. And we were like, we'll never get to meet.
Right.
Like, that was like friends for the moment, literally. But that's like the great thing about it. Like, you meet such cool people. And, like, it's such a good vibe. And I really just do think it's like my therapy.
Yeah.
4 days of straight dancing and vibing God. And getting to meet cool people. It just sounds
amazing. No worries, though.
For real. And no one's like, you could just dress however you want. People are just there to have a good time. You're like not completely free, but you know.
Yeah.
It's like you're free and you don't have to worry about shit. Right. And it's just such a good vibe. I love Festy World. It's one of my favorite places to be. I recharged my soul.
Just a little bit. I need to try that. That's why I need to get some.
It was cool. And we did like a dance choreography class.
Oh my God.
Learned some new dance moves. The only thing I'm mad I didn't get to do, we didn't wake up on time, was yoga. They do yoga every day.
That's so cool.
During the morning time.
That's
mainly.
Super cool.
But yeah, I can't wait for my next one. I always say, exciting. Like, I'm not going to do any more. I'm going to take a good trip. I can use that money.
What did you guys do for food? You had made food, right?
We bring our own food, yeah. I mean, we ate we bought food one night, and it was Sunday, and it was because they had like buffalo cauliflower wings, and they were like calling my name all weekend. I'm like, I need these. So the last day I was like, okay, I'll buy it. But the rest of the days we just made food. We brought a shit ton of beer.
That's good.
We were making Bloody Mary.
The necessities.
Yeah, you know, just the main things you need to survive.
It's so funny. Oh my God.
But it was fun. Like if you're young and even if you're old, fuck it. Like, well, however old you are, I would recommend a music festival. Even if music, like, especially if music is your jam. Music, like, is what speaks to me. Yeah. I love music. I love it, love it. So I would recommend doing it at least once.
Yes, in your life. I need to do it. I need to do it.
And if you don't like it, what's the worst? Like, I just won't do it again.
Yeah, that's true. You try it, you don't like it, don't do it again.
Right.
Or you try it and you love it and you go
and
to
you fall in love and then you become a festy junkie like I am. But yeah, that was pretty much our whole 5-minute rundown because here we are at 6 minutes.
But if you have anyone that you know would like to be part of our show or be a guest on our show, please let us know. If you want to be a guest on our show, tell us why you think that you should be on our show. We would love to see who will be our next few features. Yes. I mean, we haven't had a feature yet, but we're working towards that, and we want to get to know people, connect with people. So let us know, DM us.
Yes, and you can do that at Are We Adulting Yet podcast at no. You can email us. I'm sorry, scratch all that. Email us at areweadultingyet@gmail.com.
Yes, or you can DM us. Are We Adulting Yet podcast
on Instagram. Those are the two.
Let us know if you think that anyone else. You may not want to be on it, but if you want to hint at other people, I mean, let us know. We're looking. We're searching. We'll see you guys later, okay?
All right. Peace.
Bye.